Alrighty guys, I'm not sure about some of you guys, but when I say that things have not been making sense over these last few years, I find it so interesting how so many things are starting to come out now. Like, why wasn't this stuff revealed to the people sooner? Anyways, take a listen.
Border's a ghost town. Every bad hombre in the third world knows we're not spread eagle anymore. They love Joe and his borders are Kamala. She was never really interested in building a wall. She just wanted to find root causes.
We want to work with you to address both the acute causes as well as the root causes. We are focused on addressing both the acute factors and the root causes. Not only the root causes, but the acute causes. To look at the root causes and the acute causes. My trip to Guatemala and Mexico was about addressing the root causes. Addressing the root causes of irregular migration. For the past 3 years, I have led our administration's efforts to address the root causes of migration.
So basically what was said was, let's look for this. Well, this is actually happening. This needs to be fixed. The people want it done. There's no more time to waste. There's no more time to look for things. I mean, it was happening right in front of us. The people seeing the things that were going on. How do some notice things but not others? It doesn't make sense.
Now that she did what Joe did and tried to pass that work off onto someone else. Using USAID, they wrote up a contract worth up to $800 million for consultants to find the root causes for them. But here's the problem. Walter Barnes III, the man who founded one of these companies that got the cash, was a known con man. He just pled guilty to a decade-long USAID bribery scheme. And the government knew he was shady for years, even before they gave him all the money. Now, in 2023, the USAID Inspector General said Barnes lacked honesty and integrity. But on the same day, he was awarded an $800 million contract. They had good reason to be suspicious. Over the years, Barnes secured big money deals by bribing USAID employee with pricey basketball suites, a trip to the vineyard, and even a down payment on a house. Isn't that nice? And once he got paid, Barnes burned through pallets of cash, doing everything but what we paid him to do. We reached out to Walter, never got back to us. Trump came to office and solved the problem with 2 words. Tom Homan, the new border czar, said only 95 migrants were found at the border yesterday.
Look how fast things have gotten done while some were looking and trying to find root causes. All it takes is just for things to be done. All it takes is for things to be done the right way. I mean, look at President Trump and his administration. As soon as President Trump got in office, wasted no time at making sure that things were being taken care of the right way, because the people have had enough. Time after time, the people spoke out about their concerns while some were just ignoring it. And then they questioned, why did things happen the way they did in November? You guys can answer that.
Lowest daily total ever recorded. And he's doing it for a lot less than $1 billion. But there's still a lot of cleaning up that needs to be done. Tren de Agua gang members have moved back to terrorizing a Colorado apartment complex.
Wow.
While Homan's working hard to give every last bad hombre the boot, Democrats want to give them all lawyers.
They don't have the attention. They don't have the lawyers. And that's why the state of New York is providing $50 million to cover legal services for people who are finding themselves in this situation.
So if the checks don't clear, Democrats are already lining up to give illegals house calls.
Are you an officer with the BI International?
I am an officer with ICE.
You're an officer with ICE?
With ICE.
Do you have an ID? Can you see it?
I don't have to show that to you.
You don't have to show it?
I'm telling you to leave. I've already identified myself. I'm an officer
Can you
with
show me
ICE.
a badge or an ID?
You're not allowed to be here. Police are coming. Okay?
What are we doing this on purpose, sir?
What's the
Democrats don't want to break illegals out because they care about them. They just want more people to milk their cows.
I just don't understand how some are speaking so loudly now, but where were they when the people been going through the things that they were going through? You know, like the border, inflation, the economy, Some wasn't speaking out so loudly about those things, but now they want to speak out. What about when things were happening to innocent people that shouldn't have been happening? Where are those same individuals at that are speaking so loudly now? Make it make sense. Please make it make sense.
We're going to find that milk gets a lot higher, because I don't know if any of you have ever been in a dairy farm. It is god-awful work. We're going to see that groceries and vegetables are higher. We're going to see an effect in our economy, because whether people like it or not, whether Americans acknowledge it or not, undocumented immigrants are an integral part of our society and our economy.
They don't just want the cheap labor. Progressives are straight up lying about who's getting the boot from ICE and creating some really deranged propaganda. Watch.
I had a really good time today.
Yeah, me too. I really look.
What are you doing?
She's coming with us.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're rounding up illegals.
She was born here. She's a citizen.
I don't care. She looks like one of them. But don't worry. When she's in prison in El Salvador, she'll have lots of company.
Outnumbered co-host and former White House.
Wow. What was that? What was that? I see what some are trying to do. They're trying to create some fear mongering. That's exactly what they're trying to do. And I mean, some just don't care about the things that have happened over these last few years. You know, they're more focused on, oh, President Trump's this, President Trump is that, but not talking about the things that have been concerning the people. We got to focus on what's best for the people. We got to focus on how can we make things better. We got to focus on how can we make things more secure. We got to focus on how can we better the economy. We got to think about what is best for the people. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about today's video in the comment section. That'll be a wrap for today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.